Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day. It is time for the second match between these two, second match even, between these two sides, which is going to be Dust 2. Now, I think there's good opportunity for Mousesports to do something. I believe in Mousesports, at least on the 2 side. But, I mean, it depends on... It's a stylistic thing. I think maybe I have too much belief than is reasonable because of how they played against Cloud9 in E-League. But then stylistically, I thought Cloud9 had no answer to chrisJ, whereas EnVy do. They have better aimers, and they have KennyS. And they're just as aggressive as Cloud9, if not more. Actually, no, probably just as aggressive. Anyway, I think this is actually, yeah, I think this is a tougher matchup for them. But I think they can do well, and this is winnable for both sides. Do you favour EnVy? I'm not saying I favour Mousesports, but I expect good things from them. And that's good.
I don't particularly favour one team or the other. Just, I think there's like lots of fun features to see in this matchup. I mean, again, if you look at the original EnVyUs, it was always awesome to see NBK on this map. For one thing, NBK, as you often bring up, he used to play long, and then when they started to have difficulty, that you saw him switch over towards the B-bomb site. And I think he's at the B-bomb site again at the moment for EnVyUs, and he's very good as an anchor. KennyS and what he's able to accomplish is also very interesting. It's typically, historically, been a map where he can just explode and do amazing things as well. And so there's like lots of like fun things as well, because on the flip side, you look at NiKo, look at chrisJ. chrisJ is his best map basically. There's spots where he's the best AWPer in the world for this map specifically. There's been spots like that in his career where that's happened. Although the inconsistency is generally the issue for chrisJ. But with loWel as well, I think Mousesports have been somewhat better on Dust 2 lately as well. But we'll see. We're into the pistol round. We see a very standard pistol setup here from the CT's aggression on Catwalk.
Apart from the fact that they've got 3 CTs with grenades in this round, on the CT side no less, as opposed to the T side, which we're seeing from Virtus.pro. So that is really curious to me. So far, so good. The pistols getting work done. chrisJ with a nice off angle, but surely he's going to be vulnerable at some point. Shadow seen from Apex. There goes Apex. NBK now top mid. Don't need to give 1v1s anymore. Both of EnVy players in the middle area, happy almost killing his teammate there. NBK's quite tagged. And there's still loads of grenades here for the Mousesports side. And they're going for, well, loWel's going towards T spawn, so he can just watch the cross towards B, which means that Denis can, well, he's got 1 HP, so there's not much Denis can do, really, let's be honest. But, I mean, things are interesting now. loWel can, he's got a Molotov as well. EnVy going for a 2-man split of the A bomb site. We have someone towards car, that's chrisJ. But he needs some help. He's in an awkward position now.
It's quite awkward. PT50 is good on these ranges. And that is a good start. NBK clears up the path for Happy. Can Happy get this one tap? Oh, that is so big. Now all of a sudden, Favor swings. Swings massively towards the Frenchman. And Happy, oh, the flash is good, perfectly executed kill onto loWel, leaving Denis on 1 HP. Good luck, friend. Good luck. Oh dear.
Another kill from NBK. Wasn't his P50 though. I'm not sure if it was dropped to him at the beginning of the round. I'm not sure if he was a raid boss or not, but either way, that's a great recovery for EnVy, all things considered. Nice shots there from Happy. USP, such a crucial pickup for the T side. Very lovely aim. They're swinging around and then just as accurate as he needed to be. Another push, this time from chrisJ. The double dink for a USP, that is absurd!
That's really annoying. That's really annoying for EnVyUs. That said, they're going to make their way quickly up Catwalk onto A, so they'll get the bomb down. And once the bomb is down, there's very little the CTs can do, to be honest, because they have to come out of their positions into the open. And that's where your weapons are going to do very well against them. You know, one of my favorite things is French, James.
The language, or one of your favorite things is French in identity or origin.
It's, I guess, an identity.
So what is it then?
Fromage et vino. Cheese and wine.
What about omelette du fromage?
I do very much like cheese omelets, but generally not an omelet person though. I know you love you love omelets. When we went to Minsk earlier this year for a Star Series finals, James ordered like at least 2 or 3 omelets a day from the hotel. They were seafood omelets mostly, I think.
It's not necessarily because I love omelets. It's because everything else was awful. It was the only thing that was safe to eat. Literally the only thing that was safe and semi-reliable to eat in terms of room service. And it was covered in snow outside. And I was too scared to go outside as well. I stayed inside.
I did really like Minsk, but the service
I know what you like
and the food definitely wasn't a big selling point.
I like eggs, but I'm not huge on omelets. I prefer... I need to think about this actually, what kind of eggs I like. Eggs Benedict is king for me. That's king.
It's probably just because it's called Eggs Benedict. I think you just are in love with the... It has a Regency, almost like a...
Regal?
Regal sound, there we go. To say Regency to it, I don't know what that means. A regal sounding name, Benedict.
Yeah, but when I was in Bermuda, especially, Eggs Benedict was amazing. Had it almost every day from a cafe near the hotel. Very expensive hotel.
Benedict is a strong name.
It is.
I feel like if you had a child and you named your child Benedict, then that kid's gonna do well in life.
Unless, well, if his name is Benedict in London, he better call himself Ben. Otherwise, he's just gonna get punched in the side of the head. That's how London is, man. I went to one of the most violent schools in London. I used to throw dictionaries at people. loWel and Denis in the B bomb site. They've got 4 Frenchmen heading their way. Kenny looking for a player on the platform, but loWel has escaped. Smoke down may slow the proceedings, though. Now EnVy, they have time, but they don't have map control. They will continue to proceed. They're all lining up slowly. There's no spray coming in from the CT side. Resmoke's coming in, but it's a bit late for that. Then it's not announcing his position just yet, and it might work out for him until NBK gets the pick. 3 versus 3, Happy pulling off NiKo on that flank. chrisJ and Spiidi now in mid. And Happy will be found. He'll be searched for, and he'll be found. Search and rescue, but the rescue was a trap.
Yeah, I wonder what he was trying to do with the Molotov there as well. I'm curious what the plan was. I do not know. But he will die. He will die. And now it's a 2-on-2. But you can see Mousesports aren't going to go for this. Just like, I mean, chrisJ is very far away, and they didn't get that fast frag. Well, actually, I guess they kind of did. They got the quick kill into Happy, but I guess maybe there was indecision, because I think there are quite a few teams that would probably try to go for that. I mean, if you look at all the utility that chrisJ has as well, he's got a nade for Plateau or Big Box. He's got the ability to flash in Spiidi and so on, to at least, you know, get Spiidi into a position where, like, chrisJ doesn't have to commit, but maybe Spiidi gets that first kill, and then chrisJ can think about going in or not. But yeah, we're going to see Mousesports having to save, or rather, maybe they might consider just getting a couple pistols here, but I doubt they're going to go buy fully, because even though they save 2 guns, the next round they're going to have a full buy, so it's better just to hang on to their economy here.
Is the Pope called Benedict?
I think there was a Pope called Benedict. I don't know if there is.
Is it
current Pope?
I think the new one is. I think the old one was Ratzinger, wasn't it? I think it was Ratzinger, and now it's Benedict. I think. Somebody tweet me about the Pope. Only one person said tank, by the way. So I don't have like loyal zealots. They were all like, it's an APC, mate.
Yeah, I got those tweets about APCs. It was definitely an APC and mirrors, mate.
And shark skin as well.
The shark skin one was awesome, actually. A nice fact from one of the people that tweeted me.
chrisJ, he has an angle. He has no cover from long. And he's blind, and he's dead. The AWP will not be fired, at least by chrisJ in this round. There goes Spiidi, there goes the rifle. Denis will collect another one, and maybe he will try it to save. Moving up mid, but Kenius is already on short. loWel moving through lower tunnel. Denis has made the way towards long, so... Oh, that is a glorious... This is on now! They still got time!
They got time. But do they have the nerve? Do they have the grit? Do they have the determination, James? Do they have the ability to do this?
loWel's too far behind, man. He's too far behind.
Oh, that looked very aesthetically pleasing, James. That was an aesthetically pleasing shot. It's like how loWel's opponent hit the ground there. So why did you throw dictionaries at people? Was that like self-defense, self-defense dictionaries?
No.
Yeah, were you starting? Were you, as they say, starting?
It was just it's indefensible behavior. It was in French class. My teachers were idiots.
Were they French dictionaries or English
Yeah,
dictionaries?
French dictionaries,
Okay.
which is really bad because they were huge, because it was English and French in there. Lovely shot by chrisJ.
Single scope.
By Kenny, rather. Kenny throwing the dictionary towards chrisJ, perhaps.
Long-range dictionary throwing. Oh, wow. Okay. There's the 3 people just died in the first 10 seconds of the round. NiKo peeks and sees 3 people. That's usually a bad sign.
From the back. Oh, Spiidi's got a good angle. Nope, from the back indeed.
Oh my god, what a brutal round. This was a complete slaughter.
Yeah.
All started off with that beautiful kill from Kenny. I hope we can see that again, but I don't know if we will. Look at this. What is that, James? What was that?
I don't know.
I saw absolutely zilch. I saw nothing. Anyway, well, it's going to be Mousesports on their last legs, economically so. I mean, they do have the full round loss bonus, though, but they'll be half buying if they lose this, likely. Unless they go for a full save, I don't imagine that they will. No one likes to full save. Full saving is boring.
Denis, are you going to go for the peek? Are you going to peek, Denis? Denis. He's hiding for the time being. Kenny has moved away from the angle, though. It is very quiet on Dust 2. Spiidi, can he get a kill from this position? He would see the flashbangs coming. Crosses in the right place, but Kenny S will be faster on the trigger finger. No headshot either for Spiidi. NiKo holding Sigs down. 2-man spray down. Didn't know anything about the second one. Can he survive, though? SIXER finally takes him down. 2 players on short for the CT side. More counter flashes coming in. That's information for EnVy because they are still holding outside long with the bomb and Kenny S in tow. Maybe trying to cut off the rotators. chrisJ picking at SIXER. But what will the T's do? NBK is still completely static towards long. Surely NBK does not have the... Kenny have the angle for this? He doesn't. That would explain... NBK has lagged out. The hills of Austria have broken his connection.
He's got a bomb as well. The bomb.
His internet's gone down.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. Oh dear, in fact. The T coach is called the Grinch.
What?
I think that's Niak, isn't it? Isn't it Niak?
What?
The T coach is Niak.
Well, it should be... Yeah. Well, it should be next, I guess. I was confused next for Niak like a year ago.
It's NKJ, but it's currently the Grinch.
And next was really annoyed with me. So I had a cool tweet, a cool factoid. If you like facts, James. You like facts about sharks. So we asked about...
I don't like the smile on your face.
It's not really... I mean, I already told you this one earlier, so...
Okay,
you know.
well, what are you going to read out?
So, from Janne Juntonen, guess that's how you say
Is it a Swedish name, or are you just saying it in
I don't
Swedish?
know. I mean,
you just decided his name is Swedish.
Look, that's definitely Scandinavian. So that's my Janne Juntonen. Okay.
Okay.
He tweeted, or I don't know if that could be a girl's name, so I have no idea. Could be
Get
it's
on
a
with
Finnish
it.
name. So, so apparently shark skin is rough, almost like fine sandpaper. Some fishes intentionally bump into each other. Oh, sorry, bump into sharks to clean their skin. Maybe you'll be doing that, James, when you're swimming with sharks.
I will not. I will have no requirement to clean my skin on a shark. That is for sure. I need no contact with a shark either. So I've booked to do 3 scuba dives in 2 days.
Really?
One is at 2 p.m.
But are we flying like?
I'll have enough.
Immediately.
I'll have enough time. Two dives in one day. The other dive is 8 a.m., which is probably the most dangerous dive for me in terms of sharks. Because it's around dusk and dawn, I think, where some sharks are most active. But some obviously just like between dusk and dawn. So maybe they're just like going off shift and I'm getting in the water like, hold on a second, I hear something over there and it's just like massive James swimming past. Yeah. But I'm going into a kelp forest, so I hope they're not interesting. to sharks or seals or dolphins. You can just all stay over there.
What is the scenario where you're most likely to get murdered by a shark?
The scenario, I think it's off of Florida. Florida, by far, has the most shark attacks per year. And then it's the coast of South Africa, I think, and then maybe Mexico after that. And then California, which is where I'm going.
Yeah.
But Florida, by far, it has like I think it was like 267 shark attacks in 2010. And then I think the next highest one was 100 and something.
That's pretty nuts.
It's almost one a day.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But that's more like people who are surfing and things. Because I think it's most dangerous, generally speaking, when you're on the surface of the water, because their eyesight sucks. So they see silhouettes and like, oh, that's a seal. That's a seal. They're all seals. So they'll go and see what's going on. So that's where, and it's not necessarily technically an attack, because sometimes they're biting things to figure out what they are. And yes, it's extremely painful and might kill you, but they're not necessarily attacking you. They just want to know what you are. So
just so only a fatal bite to your face or something.
Yeah. So it's mad, isn't it? It's mad. So if I'm under the water,
what is this?
If I'm under the water and vertical, they are less likely to think I'm a seal than if I'm horizontal. Although they're more likely to think I might be a threat if I'm vertical. But then maybe they'll go away, I guess, because they don't know what I am. It's like threat or prey. I don't want to be prey. I'll be a threat all day, because I can, like, if it does,
start fronting.
You're supposed to punch it in the nose.
It really is,
because they have loads of electrical sensors in their nose, and it like confuses them if you punch them in the nose. It is confusing.
But if you ever try to punch something underwater, it's very hard.
I'm trying to think about this.
Because if you try to just generally do stuff in the water, especially like for example, if you punch in the air, there's very limited resistance. But in underwater, there's a lot of resistance, so it's like hard to deliver a mighty blow.
I might bring a knife with me. I don't want to stab a shark. But if it tries to bite me,
what about like a flare gun or something that works underwater? Is that a thing?
I know you can launch from the water, but I don't think you want to fire it in the water.
Can I just fire it at the shark?
I don't want to have to do this though. So,
but isn't it better than being horribly disfigured?
If I have an arm to use, I'm going to punch it in the nose or the eye. But I mean, if a shark comes up to me, as long as it's not, because they'll like to swim below you. If they swim below, they might circle me, right? Which is difficult enough to just like keep spinning around and keep your eye on it. But if it swims below me, then it's awkward. Like, do I curl into a ball so my legs aren't so dangly? I've got long legs, obviously. These are questions which must be answered in just a few weeks. Well, it's 3 weeks, I guess. I'm in there.
So if he dies, you guys have to tweet me who you think I should start casting with.
I suppose so. You might need some guidance there.
Maybe I just quit the game. It's too dangerous.
I might go back in the aquarium tank. We fly next week, actually.
Georgia.
What day is it today? It's Thursday. Yeah, so maybe next week I'll go back in the tank. Back in a tank.
Right, so Happy has returned.
NBK
has returned. I suppose everyone's returned to play some Counter-Strike.
I suppose they have. Just the one round, and you have to wonder. I mean, maybe that round was gifted to Mousesports because NBK was lagged out with the bomb. So there wasn't much NB could do in that situation. So perhaps this is an opportunity gifted to Mousesports, but it could be, what is the opposite to a gift? It could be, I don't know, a poison in disguise, because if Envy win this round, we know what the financial situation will be for Mousesports. So far, so good for the French side. NiKo being picked off, one of the big men, if you will, for Mousesports. Denis and loWel looking to push through B tunnel. In the meantime, Envy start to charge towards, well, they're not actually charging, they're just standing still. There goes SIXER. Kenny still holding the angle. Could be susceptible, and that push has been successful from Mousesports. That allows them to stay towards the A-bomb site. Oh no! Happy with a grenade in his hands. Poor timing, unfortunately. Apex moving back towards short as the bomb looks to get planted to hold on to it for the retake, because you see 2 players Mousesports short, 2 players long, although Denis and Chris seems to be going towards CT spawn instead because of that smoke on short. So in that sense, it's a 2 versus 4, though Apex can cover the high ground. Oh no, that's a brutal shot miss from Kenny, and this might fall apart. Now it's Kenny alone, and he can't hold on either. Great chance for him to break Mousesports again and build a glorious lead, but it will not happen. 6-2 in favor of Mousesports. The plant might allow EnVy to buy again. Indeed it will. Kenny with 3750. He could drop an AK for NBK. NBK can drop the AWP and they're good to go. No grenades required for Kenny. That is really unfortunate for Happy. I'm guessing he was going to throw a smoke over the door or something. Timing is a B. And that B may allow Mousesports back into this game. Or back into this half at the very least. Happy might catch NiKo completely off guard here. Okay, so one for the low ground. Not sure if NiKo saw anything. Spiidi sense perhaps. But loWel's going to get wrecked in the meantime. Denis traded as well. Open B bomb site. Happy already in position to cut off rotations. Spiidi and NiKo stuck towards the A site. 2 AWP retake. Grenades flying in as well. Bomb getting planted. There are loads of Molotovs here, but EnVy haven't thrown any towards the balcony position. Maybe they'll use them post-plant. Loads of flashbangs to use as well. Happy still biding his time. They know that the halls are probably empty. Unlikely for a CT to rotate towards T-spawn and end up there. And indeed, now we've got the 3-man save coming in from Mousesports. If they save 3 weapons, then they may be able to buy around them in the following round. Happy just checking everything out. But Mousesports are bolstering the long area. The money sucks for EnVy as well. Everyone needs cash at the moment. Everybody needs cash. NBK on double figures. I miss the days when he played long on the CT side. I enjoyed it. It was always good to watch and learn from. But now he's over towards B. Less action, less fun. Lots of staring at tunnels. Mousesports wielding 2 AWPs for this round. Ooh, that was a close one. Actually, Henry G is pretty good at gapping people when they go past. He was an AWPer back in the day. Back in Source. That is just perfect timing for NiKo. That is such a ridiculous frag. Apex has to be like, it's not his day. That is very unlucky for him. So far, so good for Mousesports. And now EnVy know that there are 2 AWPs on the server, but at what cost? This is a shutdown round for them at the moment. Hard for them to get themselves back into it, but never count out EnVy. Oh dear, false sense of security. Oh, and NBK is gross! What an entry onto A! There's an opportunity now. Do they hold on to short though? They have to check Goose. Goose, nobody's there. No one is facing towards long. They have to assume that Mousesports are going to keep somebody there for the retake. And now it's SIXER to try and hold down a short position. 2 Ts on the sites. And he can see the players coming up the ramp as well. But for now, they've got a smoke there. NBK's got a smoke as well. Molotov in response to a Molotov. And you see the re-smoke coming in. That is lovely stuff. Flashbangs as well. Great support from SIXER's teammates. So the push is going to be awkward. Could have been 2 for Kenny. It will be 1. The barrel position. Unexpected. He's flashed. He's got to take loWel down though. And now it's chrisJ. And he's going to get popped as well by SIXER. Great play from EnVy. As I was saying, it looks bad, but EnVy are probably the best team to be in a bad situation because they have such sick aimers on their side. They are never out of a round. And that is a perfect example. You can see what it does to the economy of Mousesports. They will have AWPs in the following round though. They've got the money for 2 as well, so they will not spend much, if anything. NiKo and the Deagle. Those are one of the best scenarios to see EnVy just force their way back into rounds. Great stuff to see. There goes chrisJ. NiKo rotating with the Deagle now. Spiidi close to doors as well. USP kill coming out, GoldenEye style. Double peek. Oh, Happy's in trouble. 2 to the door and 1 on the high ground. He won't get any of those kills. Those are 2 weapons picked up now. And, I mean, it's interesting for Mousesports. They can buy in the next round regardless, so they may go for this. They've got a man advantage. They can send the pistol players in first as cannon fodder. Maybe boost NiKo over the smoke. That's exactly what's happening, actually. Looking for a player. Oh, he just sees a slight piece of head from NBK. The flames! He loses 5 HP, and that's abandoned ship. Mousesports will just hold on to what they have. They can leave the pistol players in situ, at least loWel. Nothing to lose, everything to gain.
Did you say a slight piece of head?
It was a weird collection of words.
It was a bit strange.
Yeah. Because it was, I didn't know how best to describe the situation. Basically, NiKo is boosted over a smoke through the doors into B, and NBK was behind the Xbox, and he just saw the top of his head, but not enough to take a shot, and not in time either. I could have just said
just a tip.
He sees part of NBK's head, but instead I made it very... I bastardized the English language, let's put it that way.
Not the first time. For either of us.
Butchered it.
Oh, Kenny, it's a shame you didn't get the pick there. That's like one of the best things ever when you're going for this setup where your default sits on like a 3-person push into upper dark, and the AWPer he gets the pick, and you're like, well, we'll run into the site and win the round now. Thank you very much. Wham bam shazam. So Happy is going to be causing some harassment, but the off angle here from Chris is too much. Although Chris unable to actually finish it off, unfortunately for Mousesports, that's the team he plays on. In comes, well, yeah, NBK comes in quickly. loWel can't defend that. Nice flashes coming in from both sides, actually. But it's all EnVyUs. This B-bomb side is well and truly occupied. The French flag has been implanted.
That's a curious smoke. Wasn't supposed to go there. Almost works out, though. The CT's putting a smoke up there. You'll notice that the T's never smoke the window because it allows the CTs to stream through it with flashbangs as well. Can make things quite problematic if you are in the site. So something to learn at home.
Never smoke the window, but you can Molotov it. You can flash it, you can Molotov it, you can HE it, you can anything it. Just don't smoke it. Anything but smokes.
4 kills for NBK in this round.
He's loving the entry frags onto B. NBK is awesome at this game.
He is.
He's I don't know why, but he often seems to be just underlooked. Maybe just because of his roles on the team, but
well, on the CT side, he's normally playing the passive angles. Like again, he used to play long, which most of the time he's staring at doors, and now he plays B, where most of the time he's staring at a tunnel or smoke. So he doesn't see the action for half the map. But like we've seen him getting some nice entries. He missed a round where I think it was a 3 versus 5, and they were all on short, and they just wrecked shop, which is the best envy you see when they're in that situation and they force their way back into the round, as I was mentioning to the viewers.
The viewers. So, push on short from Chris. Loves a bit of short pushing, using the T smoke against them. But he has retreated in a timely fashion. Happy, will he find this or will it be chrisJ? Oh, the timing is horrible.
That's not the first time somebody has crouched past the angle that chrisJ has been holding there in this map. So perhaps that's something that's a weakness in the positioning of chrisJ when he's playing that position. Maybe it's something they've seen in a previous map. Oh, Kenny getting tapped by NiKo there. Does he realize Happy's on a low ground? Happy spotted. Now this is falling apart for Envy. 2 versus 3, there's still opportunity. The bomb on the site. Apex coming in for the flank, and now NiKo's in trouble.
If SIXER waits for Apex, well, looks like they're actually going to be able to do it perfectly there. NiKo was actually, he had the read on Apex because of Denis. And so SIXER peeking first worked out. And now it's Denis for the clutch. Denis did some big things on the previous map. Can he get himself going here? Nope. SIXER will take him out. 11-2, big half. Big half.
When you're on the A site as a T in a post-plant situation, let's say you want to peek the CT spawn area. If you run close to the pizza sign on the A site and just bounce a flashbang off there, it creates a lovely pop flash onto the slope, which makes it a lot safer to peek. But it's one thing I've never seen in a professional match, but it's a really good flash. Envy forcing no out. It's 11-2. The score is 11-2 at the moment. Spiidi and NiKo backing off there behind the smoke, which is in the long area. Sprays from both teams. Nobody punishing the tracers just yet. NiKo coming close now in the smoke, and it won't pay off for him.
Ooh. Oh my god. chrisJ with Scout gets taken out by Apex, so now it's just down to the last players from mid and B, and that's not going to go too well. Feels like this map has EnVyUs written all over it in the sand. They are drawing the French flag, And Mousesports can't do much about it. They can't do much about it. And it's not a great start. This is another one of the reasons why I was just so unsure about how this match would go. Because I feel like this can go like this for both teams. I think both teams are capable of doing this to each other, to be honest. If I am completely honest.
Being honest is good.
Generally, yes.
Being completely honest is not always good. But I tend not to care and try to be honest as much as possible.
Yeah. I think that's the more enjoyable way to live life.
Yes, it is.
Well, you got to be honest with yourself. That's like the most important thing as well.
That is also true.
Some people tell lies. Lies themselves, James.
Otherwise, you will stunt your own progress in life.
Yes.
Or in a smaller situation. But yes, being honest with yourself is good. If you're not honest with yourself,
well,
you
it's easy,
are a bit of a prat.
And it's easy to trick yourself and rationalize the situation to make it seem like you're being honest with yourself when you're not. And then stun your growth. That's the trick. That's where things get really tricky.
That's where you start invading countries, Dan, on lies.
Oh, that last bullet. That last bullet, though.
Bish Bash Bosh, last round of the first half. And the big guns are taken out. They're being wielded, at least by the T side. CT side don't have everything they want. Don't have everything they need. And people are just getting picked off, Dan. It's descended into Dust 2. Dust 2 we often see these days. loWel now in T-spawn. It'd be funny if you went for the retake of an auto sniper.
Oh dear. It's always a sad sign as a CT to hear the clatter of many, many high-powered rounds connecting with the door as you want to cross to the B-bomb site. And you know that if you do so, there is great risk. If it's gotten to that point, you know that the map has so far has not gone well. It is in fact gone badly for you. 13-2. Mousesports desperately need to piss around to stay in this one, to have any money to do so, to have any situation where they can have favor. So Apex will run up mids, get some info, and this is one of the most fun plays to make. Just run up mids, shoot people in the face. Apex, though, he doesn't shoot anybody in the face. He's not doing it right, James. He needs to go back to Counter-Strike school.
chrisJ is waiting, and that's going to be a successful pistol round. Surely, as good as NBK is, he can't kill all of these players. 1 versus 5. No. Mousesports all over the place, swarming like the Zerg army. Some people, loWel gets a helmet for $350.
Bargain.
Nice. I think Denis did as well. That allows them AKs. Although, yeah, Spiidi has gone for UMP, but loWel, Denis, AKs, NiKo as well. Lovely jubbly. No tag with the scout. Love a scout in Dust 2 or any other situation, be it long, close, or medium range. Always the scout. One of the best things with the scout. Actually, never mind. Envy on a force buy, and we must respect that because it's Envy. 2 players towards A and happy on long as well. There is potential. NiKo with that serious pre-fire. Nice recoil control. There goes Kenny as well. And maybe this buy has been neutered by NiKo.
Maybe not. chrisJ's weak. Another frag comes in from Happy with the 5-7, and all of a sudden, there is no A-bomb side up for grabs just yet, unless Denis can provide an entry of some sorts. Oh, you have some damage, and you, but this looks pretty bad here for Happy in the end. He has stolen away an AK, and he does have the bomb. So, do you think he wins 2 1-on-1s, James, with 14 HP?
There's a HE onto loWel.
Okay, that should be a GG.
That should be a GG. And here it comes. Chicken jalfrezi for 1.
How does that make sense, by the way? Can you explain that to me?
What is a chicken jalfrezi?
I don't know.
You do know what it is?
No, I don't.
You're like half Indian.
I'm quarter idiot.
A chicken jalfrezi is a curry.
So what is...
Kobe Bryant has retired.
Yeah.
Therefore, we no longer say Kobe. We say curry.
Oh, okay.
Chicken jalfrezi is a curry. Therefore, chicken jalfrezi.
This is like your version of Cockney rhyming slang.
Basically is, yeah. Chicken jalfrezi. Can I have a jalfrezi, mate? Jalfrezi.
I'm glad that I got an explanation out of you, because I'm sure a lot of people are completely confused as well.
Someone somewhere would have understood that. I mean, it's not that difficult Chicken Jafrays with Curry. Oh, he's talking about Steph Curry. Like, you know. There we go. loWel, can he have the pick? The timing. Kenny-S is there. He's ready. He's waiting. And he spreads crimson everywhere. AWP has been lost for now. They could... Oh, no, it hasn't. It's been collected. I was going to say they could use the HE to put it back into a better spot. NiKo just running out into the middle of nowhere. I think he expected short to be abandoned by the CT side. He expected players towards long, tried to capitalize on it. Hasn't worked out. And now EnVy have a great opportunity to shut this down. SIXER spots the... Well, he's in the window. The bomb was already spotted by Apex. And now Denis is alone. The nade will fail. Oh, he's going to get the gun out first. Ding dong. Oh, this is descending into madness. He doesn't know where SIXER is. That was so crazy.
Happy was just like literally running and shooting his gun. That was I was struggling to work out what weapon Happy was even using, because I was like, it kind of feels like he's shooting a TMP right now. Oh wait, the TMP is not in this game. So but it's an M4. Didn't feel like that was strange. So EnVy 2 away, and Mousesports with their last buy. Let's say win this one.
Whoa, okay then.
Okay.
And he will continue his charge, why not?
Let's get it on.
Before Apex can get that pop flash in. That does take a while to set up when you're running back. So that can happen more often than not. NiKo looking to shut the rest of this round down. He will continue his pursuit. But the pursuit is trivial, Dan. Do you see what I did there? Oh, yes. NBK and SIXER remain.
I don't get it.
The game... Oh
I know,
God.
I'm joking. I'm just trolling.
Okay.
I wanted to see if you believe me.
You're kidding me, man. I can't take it.
You're going to explain it as well. It's great.
I was, yeah. I was. I would have taken pleasure in explaining it, despite the frustration.
Maybe someone doesn't understand it. There's a game show called Trivial Pursuit. And he said the pursuit was trivial.
It was a board game. I don't even think I've seen a game show. I didn't know it was a game show. Are you sure it was a game show?
Yeah.
Oh. I guess it was a board game based on a game show. Unless the board game was mad successful, they're like, let's make a game show out of this bitch.
maybe they did. So, clean up round from Mousesports. Cleaning up those ecoing players. Tell me about Sharks, James. I think we rinsed the Shark thing. I think we rinsed that.
Rinse it in fresh water, it might die. I don't want Sharks to die. I just don't want them to kill me.
Can't you tase them or something?
Yes, let's get to an electric taser and turn it on. Submerge maybe 60 feet under the sea.
Must be like some harpoon gun or something.
No, those attract the sharks.
What?
That's crazy. When people are spearfishing, right? Because they basically spear a fish, but then that's blood in the water. The sharks smell the blood. They're like, hold on, there's breakfast, and they're attracted by spearfishing. So it's even more. The thing is, like, spearfishers know that they love it because they're just like, yeah, you can take this fish, that's fine. Here's the fish, and they can play with the shark, and the shark buggers off. I'm not about that life.
They play with a shark. How do you play with a shark exactly?
I don't know, sharks just chilling, swimming
slap
around.
What, you like grab it?
People are crazy, man.
Ride it.
People are crazy.
You could be shark rider Bardolph.
I saw some idiot actually riding a whale shark. He was literally just got on the top of the whale shark while it was on the surface, yeah. Which is just mad.
Really?
Yeah.
What, in the aquarium?
No. It was just on YouTube, like in the sea.
That's amazing.
Because whale sharks are filter feeders, and they are basically unable to attack you.
I guess if you're riding a whale shark, nothing's going to mess with you.
It's pretty gangster, but you should never interact with something in the sea like that.
Why not?
Because it's... I mean, what if you injured it? And if you touch animals like that too much, they get sick.
Really?
Yeah. Well, they could get sick anyway. Like if everybody was poking the whale sharks in the aquarium, they might get sick. EnVy are on the eco. They are 2 rounds away from victory, and they have double the score of Mousesports, but that may change, or maybe it won't, because the kills are coming in. Now SIXER's alone. They know he's a B player. He's picked up an AK, and he's got himself a kill, so they know exactly where he is/was. The bomb can rotate, although the bomb's still on the floor around the tunnel. Spiidi is going to push through the smoke. Always a good idea. And find himself a headshot.
That's something you never think about, actually, like animals in general getting sick.
Yeah.
But we get sick all the time.
We do.
And so you would imagine it'd be similar in their world. I guess some of them have good immune systems though. Anyway, we shall see a long take from Mousesports. Will it be successful? Will EnVyUs give it up? No. EnVyUs beat the timing of the nades, but Spiidi's able to trade there. And interestingly, we didn't see almost anybody else from EnVyUs. Typically, you see 3 CTs there straight away. If they'd done that, they would have come out probably 4 versus 3 here. So unfortunate for EnVyUs, but we'll see if they can recover. kenny's position here is problematic. Ooh, this is just, oh god, it's awkward. Oh god, he's moving into the smoke here. He knows he's done. He knows he's done.
Apex playing around the smokes. Denis not ready for him. This is carnage at the moment. NBK trying to get a smoke kill. Both CTs here going to be forced to rotate. While that action was going down towards long, Denis was on short, but he got smoked off. I think maybe NiKo would have charged through that like he did in the previous round. Either way, works out for Mousesports for the time being. The Molotov to slow things down, but they are out of grenades. Flashes for the CT side won't be enough. Now SIXER's on his lonesome with versus 2. If only he had found NiKo first. He's got 14 HP. chrisJ enough with the AWP. 5 round deficit though.
I liked SIXER's peeking there because he's kind of peeking to the point where he's going to have some inaccuracy and stuff like that, but he knows he's up against the AWPer, and so he's rushing chrisJ's shots, so he's likely to actually force chrisJ to take a shot, which he himself is not ready to take, and then he's more likely to miss, and then obviously SIXER can get the kill, but obviously, yeah, as you say, NiKo was there as well. But small things, just the small things that's worth noticing. Right, so EnVyUs are actually starting to lose grip of this. Their grip is weakening, James.
Slippery grip.
Yeah, or maybe they just don't have a very strong grip. My grip strength is not very good, actually, despite all the grip work I do, which is very frustrating.
Do you use the Gable grip?
The what?
Dan Gable, he's a wrestler. Gable grip. So like if you're gripping onto something, you don't. I forgot. I think you don't put your. Actually, I'll get back to this. I forgot now. The Gable grip. Well, I haven't forgotten the Gable grip, but the reason. Anyway, we'll come back to this. NiKo getting picked off. Lovely 180 from kenny's there after avoiding the flashbangs. Happy is isolated somewhat. There is one smoke down, and there are flashes all over the place. Look at all those lines from those flashbangs. It's absurd. 2 unanswered kills, though, in favor of Envy. NBK on the low ground. You could have gone deep, actually, and baited for Kenny, who's on the high ground with the AWP. Either way, it works out 4 versus 1. Envy charging towards match point. loWel's got the bomb. Doesn't have much else. Will SIXER re-peek. He may feel stuck, but loWel has moved on and moved out.
So yeah, it's looking fantastic now. I mean, Mouse also loads of money, so it's going to be a bit of a chore for EnVyUs to finish it off, but perhaps they can do so here. AWP for kenny's, as per usual, keeping that from the last round. And we haven't seen a huge amount of flashy stuff from kenny's in this one. chrisJ has been a bit annoying, I think, for EnVyUs here and there, but also nothing too flashy from him. This time we're going to see Happy once again. I find it very strange that EnVyUs aren't going for the classic 3-man at the start of... perhaps this is the reason why Mousesports are going for these long takes. They're not seeing EnVyUs go with 3 men towards long, and they're able to get better engagements because of it. And kenny's is getting stuck in this car position again. Again, he's stuck here. Last time he got very abused, very exploited. How is he? It's just, oh my god, it's so awkward and weird. kenny's is like lost amongst the debris of the cars, and he will finally find himself in the, well, he's a less pressure situation, but still not out of problems just yet. 5 HP. Oh wow, that was
glorious.
That was pretty amazing. But I'm so surprised. Like EnVyUs, I mean, most teams they take 3 players to long. Because the rush timing on A long is the only thing you have to worry about, right? It's right at the start of the round. Only thing you have to worry about. If you have 3 guys there, you get better engagements. And every time Happy's been there, he's actually beaten the timing of the T's.
I mean, maybe Mousesports are focusing on that so much because of the earlier round where NiKo pushed on short when the fight was going down towards long and got picked off, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I mean,
so maybe from that they understood the setup.
The short rush is one of the weaknesses of doing that, but then again, the short rush as well has its own consequences sometimes. Like it's obviously a risk in of itself, but it is interesting that you know, the multitude of rounds we see that. It's quite an interesting choice. But it's cool because Mousesports are obviously abusing that. The long take is perfect against that, because you can see they get like a 3 versus 1, which is nice, especially with the addition of the, or rather the help, the aid of the grenades.
Grenade aid.
Speaking of the aids, that's what they are destroying with the C4. Boxes of aid.
2-1. Oh, hello. What is this from EnVy? Okay, we've got the short push coming in. I misread that on my radar. I thought they were both in CT spawn. This makes more sense. Got one player boosted on the box. Oh, Spiidi. Oh no, this is falling apart. Not with pistols. Not like this, guys. Frags keep coming, but now they're coming for Mousesports. Apex spots a player, but can he use this opportunistically? chrisJ taking huge gambles here. Works out though, he knows the player's out of bullets. Now it's Kenny straight through the door, he gets a tag. Both players on the site. I assume Kenny picked off the player who was in middle doors, and once again, he will be saving. Money not there to buy the AWP. Just yet, a mere 1900 for this loss bonus for the EnVy side. And Mousesports continue to close the gap. Can they claw things back? Look at these T rounds. We've seen 4 CT rounds won between these two sides. That's crazy. Similar to the previous map, just one side for both teams, absolutely dominant. But then EnVy pulled out the extra CT rounds at the end. They just require the one.
I'm curious whether we'll see a fast long take from Mousesports again. Mousesports have a very, very like awesome B spawn, but yeah, long take. Will we see that again? It's been so successful. Do you force an adaptation from EnVyUs? Okay, so there is the adaptation from EnVyUs. Look at that. Straight away, they get the Molotov over the top, and there was no fast long take. But you can see EnVyUs were ready for it if there was this time. So the adjustment was made, but it's a different round from Mousesports. Fast mid play and NiKo entries onto Apex. This is a big opener.
Happy is on the flank already. The entire Mousesports side is towards short, but he can't be entirely sure, which is why EnVy don't have anyone rotating from the B bomb site just yet. There's the information. He sees it all. How many kills can he get? 2, and he's going to get traded. Now the rotation's coming in. Kenny needs to buy time in the meantime, but one T has dropped down into CT spawn. I think he might got picked off, actually. Both players on short now, and now it's Denis alone versus 2. He has no idea where these players are coming from. There's the Molotov towards the ramp. Did expose his position a bit as well. Bit of a dangerous Molotov to throw. NBK towards long, SIXER towards short, almost nowhere for Denis to hide, but he's assuming that already. Nice shot onto NBK. Can he clutch it for his team though? SIXER changing position now. Coming from the low ground. Walking. He's got a kit, but there it is. They know where each other are now. Denis, nades did next to nothing, and he will clutch it for his side. SIXER took a gamble with the grenade, and it did not pay off.
Oh, that's like
the darkness of your soul. Then
that's like you, James. You're going to be going into depths which are pitch black like that.
Oh, okay. I could have gone a different way.
I don't know what you're talking about. NiKo running into B. When are you going to do the DJ voice again?
No, I'm done with that.
Really?
Yeah. It's old hats now.
Old hats. Sometimes old hats are great, like fedoras. Everyone loves a fedora. There's a fedora shop near our old office. I guess that's not our current office, which makes me sad. But perhaps there is a chance here for EnVyUs, looking to try to save the day here with an AK, no Kevlar, 5.7, and a flashbang. I'm not sure, I'm not confident, but here we go. Here goes nothing. And, well, there you go. That's it. That's it.
Kenny has forced to save again. I don't know if there's an AWP for him to collect on this occasion. One more round, Mousesports. Do you have it in you? 2,400 for the loss of this round for EnVy. So they'll have a goodbye in the following rounds. It would help NBK if Kenny can drop this AK to him in the next round. Kenny's got, NBK's got $2 grand. Actually, 3 players have $2 grand on Envy. It's SIXER who is the standout with 3,600. So it's a crucial pickup, and especially for a side as strong as Envy, AKs on the CT side are always going to be important because they like popping heads. Mousesports actually the first team I have seen who understand that you don't need to run for miles to save, well, to avoid getting blown up by the bomb in the B-bomb site.
Maybe they've watched your videos.
Maybe they have, indeed. They've got the cash though, so it doesn't really matter. But they're not giving up any edges. Oh, look at these snipers coming out. We've got triple AWP auto sniper. And there's another one on the floor for NiKo. This gonna be bad.
Oh, maybe it'd be really good.
For who?
Who's it gonna be bad for, James?
What if Kenny... like, what if, right? What if you understand that your opponent has lots of money and you're Kenny S on the CT side, and you've practiced, say, a wallbang through the door that goes somewhere up there.
Yeah.
And you've got like 3+ people aiming at you. What if you just shoot someone in the head?
To be fair, like, I feel like we haven't really seen experimentation from CTs on, like, because like without crossing wallbang angles from those doors. Have you ever seen anyone trying that in a professional match?
No, but I have wondered about it myself.
Obviously, like, it's such a long range, so that is a problem. But surely it can be done. Surely it's worth a go. Ooh. Oh, the cowardice, James.
I think he collided with the grenades, which I wonder if that's why he stopped. Not because it slowed him down, but maybe it gave the sound cue away that he was going for a sneaky play.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a AWP for him on the floor, but I think he went for the opportunist. Maybe Envy will think the entire team is here and make a mistake towards the B-bomb site. Did not work out, however. Envy need 1 round, but then so do Mousesports. This is it. This is the round. NBK and SIXER playing in the B-bomb site. Happy and Apex on A. And Kenny on A as well. There is very strong defensive short. We know Mousesports like to head that way, but maybe not on this occasion.
Yeah, all the forces for Mousesports trying to have success where EnVyUs seem to you on their T side, which is B. I love this position from SIXER. I am a big fan of it on the double stack. Looks like the trades will come in though, and Mousesports largely are going to be doing well enough here. 3 versus 3 with a bomb soon to be planted, but that said, EnVyUs are really fast to this, so real chance here. Apex will eliminate the back plateau as a potential setup. What else will he discover? Annoying, very annoying. The fire, the flames, the delay, the pain for EnVyUs on this retake effort.
Ooh, haven't seen that flashbang for a while. Here's the second one, and the push comes in. Spiidi completely blind, and Apex is in. Kenny spotting 2 players, taking 1 down, and after 2 versus 1, loWel can't do it. It's going to be the last round for Envy to take it over the line, 16-14 again.
That was really cool with Kenny. Like, neither shot was clean, so it's like, do I take this shot or do I take this shot? It's like, okay, I can at least wallbang that shot for sure. That was quite cool, the way he flicked between both players. But yes, I thought EnVyUs were gonna. I mean, the first half was pretty amazing, and actually at the first half, I think I said it feels like EnVyUs are about to win this, but I feel like Mousesports could do the same thing to them, and that's exactly what happens. Just like exactly the same level of dominance, but EnVyUs managed to just barely take it over the edge. Yeah,
I know those are 2 really difficult losses for Mousesports, 14-16, 14-16, especially because they've got 2 more maps to play right after this against G2 as well. Those are going to be on Dust 2, and we're kicking down off for the first one and getting Halvor on for some fun. We'll see you after the break.